Hi friends, Mrs. Matway here to show you how to use a distance scale on a map. There are a few materials you're going to need in order to determine the actual distance between two places using a distance scale. You will need a map of the region. You will need a blank sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil. The first thing that you will need to do is you will need to find the distance scale on your map. In this case, the distance scale can be found in the key, and you can see it is right there. It lists the miles and it lists the kilometers. Because we live in the United States of America, we are going to be using the miles to determine the distance between two places. Let's say I wanted to find the distance between San Antonio, Texas, and New York City, New York. My first step is I will take my piece of paper and I will measure the distance between San Antonio and New York City. And I will make little dash marks on my sheet of paper. Then I will take the distance between San Antonio and New York City and I will measure it on my distance scale. So from this starting point until here is 1,000 miles. But I have some left over. So I'll start where I left off. And it goes a little bit past 500. So I'm going to assume it's about 550 miles, maybe 600. This is just estimation, so it's A-okay. Now these two together make the total distance between San Antonio and New York City, so I will add them. And the total distance between San Antonio and New York City is 1,550 miles. Now let's see another example. Say I wanted to find the distance between Mexico City, Mexico, and Anchorage, Alaska. My first step is to take my sheet of paper and measure the distance between those two places. Anchorage and Mexico City. You can see my two little dash marks. One's in the corner and one's at the end. And then I will take it and measure it on the distance scale. So from here to here, it's 1,000 miles, but I still have more to go. So I'm going to go and push it over. From there to there is another 1,000 miles. From here to here is another 1,000 miles. And then I have this little bit left over, which equals about 600 miles. All right, now to find the actual distance, all I need to do is add these numbers together. So 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 600 gives me the total distance between Mexico City, Mexico, and Anchorage, Alaska as 3,600 miles. At first, finding the distance between two places using the distance scale can be a little bit difficult, but with more practice, it will get easier and easier. Good luck!